Y'all come on in here. Y'all come on in here. Key, I'm gonna drop you down real quick. I know you back there in the background and all that good. What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your boy KB, and this is Too Easy on the Eyes podcast. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? We stopping in on you guys real quick. Got some news break. It's a lot going on out here in the world. A lot going on out here in the world. So we figured we just come on in here. If you in here and you can hear us and I sound real crystal clear. Y'all give me the thumbs up. We're going to talk that good stuff right now. I'm going to put the link in the chat. So look into the YouTube chat right there and click the link. You want to come live. We're going to talk about this, everything that's going on in our city and in our world right now. For starters, we got the, We got the pastor that got robbed live while church was going on. And then we got hometown. We got the wife that shot the husband. You know what I mean? Saying he was molesting the kids at a daycare. Allegedly. We're going to say allegedly. Because none of this stuff we don't know for sure. For sure. Well done. We damn sure know that the pastor got robbed. We saw that live. We saw the video. And he said he saw the car. He know who did it. But I guess they came back for their times though. Because Creflo said you ain't had to pay tithes. I guess them homies came back for the tithes and everything that the church owned. I'm allegedly to say they help somebody with their BG&E or their GE, whatever state they in, their NGE, whatever happened up in New York. Europe, what's up with it? I see somebody said Europe. That I mean, that's one of the homies. It's our Facebook users who posted that anonymous. I can't even give you credit. But I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So if anybody want to join us, you understand what I'm saying? Y'all can click on that link that's going to be in the comment section, and I'll bring you up because we're gonna talk that news. We're gonna talk better in our community and all that good stuff. They won't have no fashion. Well, no fashion. It ain't Sunday. We do that on Sundays. Today we're gonna talk about the news and everything that's important to us and in our community. I'm gonna bring Shay up here. I call her Keely. Y'all might know it's Keely. I'm gonna bring her up in a few seconds, and a man Jay Will gonna be joining us with all the sports breakdown and all that good stuff. But right now, I'm waiting for everybody to come on in, hit the like button, share, let them know that we live, and that we about to talk that ish. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it clean. Because I'm in Facebook jail on my page. So share it for me. Tag King KB all the while. And I can't post share. But we out here, and in the background right now, you hear 25 and up, straight out of Oklahoma City. I'm just letting y'all come on in here. Just for all the McDonald's babies. These homies said that this ain't it right here.
Looking all bad, looking real thick. Got you twirling those curls, really want it. Come and let me give it to you. Take this real thick. Nice, but I'm too focused. I'm the side nigga and I know it. You texting me, you're pretty gonna be joking.
Pull your favorite glass of Merlot.
My baby, I take care of that. Women run the game and I'm aware of that. I put too good on that night. Trying to fuck up my life. That ain't my baby. You thought I was slipping, but this pimping, that ain't my baby.
October 15th.
We slid in them covers, I threw on that rubber. That ain't my baby.
In the shirt, I go to Oklahoma City still.
Well, I can't wear too strong. What do you take me for? You think I'm crazy, but that ain't my baby. We just some late night sex. Tryna be a lifetime stress. I was strapped with the latex. I think I need a DNA test.
Guess what?
You was just some late night sex. Tryna be a lifetime stress. Strapped up with the latex. I just got my DNA test, girl. That ain't my baby. You thought I was slipping, but this pimping, that ain't my baby. Before we slid in them covers, I threw on it.
Shay, what's good? Can you hear me?
You're so faint. I can't. It's real low.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And my volume is all the way.
What about that? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. But the music is a little louder than you. But I hear you.
Music louder than me?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me twerk this real quick. Let me try to twerk this real quick. What about now? What about now?
That's better.
I sound like Barry White.
You crazy.
What's good with it? How you doing?
I'm excellent in you. Hi, everybody.
Everybody good. Everybody good. Everybody good on this end. Tell your family I said what up.
I
Tell
sure
mama I said
will.
what's up. They we got a lot of stuff going on. How was your week though for real? How was your last 2-3 weeks? Because I ain't talked to you about 2-3 weeks.
It's been pretty
I
good.
ain't,
I have no complaints. I have no
good.
complaints at all.
Ain't no Michael
Um,
Jackson thriller going on right now back in your background. Is
no, no. Well, I don't know. I had to end up going to the dermatologist. I got melasma. I'm like, what the shit is that?
who?
I got
Yeah, I know.
sunburn on my face. I like my face got real dark,
Mm,
and kind of find
wait a
out
minute. Wait
I
a
have
minute.
it's called melasma.
You don't get sunburn. What are you
Yes,
talking
black
about?
people do.
Nah, whatever. Who made that
We
up?
do. This lady was darker than you, and she had skin cancer. She when they finally found her, she was stage 4. She died like within 3 weeks.
They killed that lady.
You
Allegedly.
crazy.
I'm just playing.
But we can get it in between our hands, under our feet, in between our toes, our buttocks, ears, like the light parts of our body, like your hair, scalp. We can get it there. But
My
trust me, I
condolences
had
to the
on.
family. My condolences to the family of that lady. I wasn't
I understand, but I actually put on sunscreen, and I still got my face still ended up being dark. So I'm a
Alright,
little
so I
PO
got a
with
Facebook
that.
user. Got a Facebook user right there that says no option for the to share the stream, OG. So let me say, um, go to the YouTube page. That's Easy on the Eyes podcast. EEEZ. I guess that's what it is. Well, I know that's what it is, and you can share it from there. Or let me see how I got to get somebody to log in so I can see how it looks, so I can share it on Facebook. But if not, go to the YouTube page for me, whoever you are. And I'm blocked in there. You ain't got to be anonymous. We all family up in here. You got to be family. You want the page. So, and then we're going to share from the YouTube from me. Then I appreciate it. And then click on the link and join us and talk that shit with us. All right. So, yeah, I was just saying, condolences to the family. I wasn't trying to be rude to them, but I'm always say they did something to us because we need that vitamin D. And that's why
You
we
already
brown
know
for
they
that melanin. So
right.
when they went in there and scraped or something or click yes on the driver's license when it says donate organs or something like some way, shape, form, or another.
No, click
They,
no. And look, I do the transplant cases, so please do no. Look, even when
she said she don't
the
want to do no
crazy
work.
thing is when you die, you don't know what happened to the organs.
They take them. They take
Exactly.
them in if they want
I
to.
gotta be quiet, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, allegedly, I'm gonna
Right.
say allegedly. I feel as though they might be taking them anyway, whether you click yes or no on your license.
Exactly.
So this week, what we got going on this week? I guess I have to start off with the interesting stuff because the pastor got robbed at church. I guess
Okay.
Creflo Dollar. I guess them dudes heard they want their tithes back. That's what I get from it.
Look, and Joe Osteen getting a divorce.
Jesus is moving. He's moving. It's like
And
so.
look, in mysterious ways.
Yeah, it works in mysterious ways. So check it. Have you heard about that? You heard about them running up in the church?
Say it again.
I said you heard about them running up in the church.
Yeah, I saw the video. That was crazy. But you had to look at the video, but look at the dude in the back. The
He ain't
deacon.
budge.
Exactly.
I seen that shit.
Dude, you knew
I
them
seen it.
peoples.
I seen it. The first thing I said, well, damn, you ain't even move.
Look
He was
at
just sitting
all.
there looking like, go ahead.
But how
Amen.
you have
Amen.
on that much jewelry though? Come on now, you and your wife. Y'all supposed to be at church setting an example. I don't know.
Man, look.
Oh, he robbing your congregation so you can be walking around looking like a millionaire, and the whole time they need somebody to help them pay their light bill.
obviously they ain't contribute because them dudes came and got theirs. But he act like when on the interview, he act like he knew who did it.
Yeah, yeah, sure
He act like
did.
he knew exactly who did it. And guess what? When I look at the swag of the video, they act like you already know what's up. You know what it is. Like he ain't make no effort to, hey, what you guys doing? It could have been COVID, man.
Right,
I don't know. He saw it and instantly got down. Everybody just go ahead and lay down, let them do what they want to do. And it was so peaceful and calm that the deacon ain't budge. You can call him Deacon ain't budge. He ain't move. Deacon ain't budge, ain't move at all. I mean, so I was first. I thought it was a skit. Me personally, you know what I mean. But once 50 got on there and said, you know, you can't be right around kind of like that. She about it. That's basically what he said. You can't be flexing and stunting on these fools out here like that. So
right.
I said, okay, this might have some legs with it, you know. But it's just crazy. It's just crazy that it's getting bad out here. People are, well, it's already been bad.
Yeah, it's getting to be a lot worse. I saw a video of a guy went at Walmart and he stuffed meat in his clothes. I'm like, people fucking hungry. Y'all talking about y'all going to arrest the man. He probably got a family to feed. It's hard out here for people.
And the meat's increased.
Yo, he had so much meat, but the whole thing was like his shirt was so little you could not help but see it. But you talking about locking a man? Let that man go ahead about his business. Let him keep the meat and just tell him he can't come back in the store no damn more.
Lock him up. He gonna eat in jail.
Yeah, but he might have had children or something at home he was trying to feed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he wasn't just out there just
Yeah.
But that should be a lesson. We're going to use that as a public service announcement, ladies. The meat is getting expensive. So, I mean, I'm telling y'all, shit about to change. It's about to flip. It's about to flip. I'm telling you, niggas out here stealing meat. I mean, I ain't going to say that. Dudes out here stealing meat.
Crazy.
Yeah.
People better learn how to eat some veggies.
That man be brittle. Get you some protein. I don't commend that. You know what I mean? I'm more so you less veggies because it's funny that you brought that up because I've been studying some stuff lately, right? And I've been looking at a lot of these videos with these doctors and stuff on there. And you ever heard of like meat only diets, stuff like that?
The who?
Meat only diets.
Yeah, I know somebody who calls himself a meatitarian.
Okay, that's what they call it, a meatitarian.
No, he calls himself that.
Okay, but I don't know what the name is. If somebody knows what the proper name is and that's in the audience, type it in the comments. When all they do is eat meat, right? And when I was watching it, and while I watched, and I actually started doing it. I started to try some things, right? But apparently, meat in your body is like premium gas. Fat is premium gas. Right? This is what I understand. The carbs, the veggies, everything else, that's your low grade gas. The problem is your body store the premium gas and it'll burn the low gas just to get it out your system first. And that's why when you eat beef and stuff, it's sitting in your body for 30 days, like how they tell you and all that other stuff like that, because you got all the other stuff in your body that is getting rid of first. It's storing the good shit. Right? So when you eat only meat, right? When you eat it, it burns the fat and it burns the meat. It want to burn that, and that's what it want to eat. That's what it want to eat. Now, I'm deep and I ain't into all the names and everything like that, but just to speed it up a little bit, apparently like the vegetables got poisons in them. And that's why your body got to get it out. Yeah, it has some good in it, but it also has some bad in it. And the bad is it's a living veggie, it's poison. They develop the seed and stuff like that, which is poison. That's their defense mechanism, right? That's why you got to cook certain beans, you got to soak them. You got to soak them for so long, you got to drain that poison out of them like that, right? All that good stuff like that. So it's something that's interesting and it's interesting to look into. So when you go into the meat only diet, you lose weight, you feel more energetic, the fat gets up to your brain, it makes your brain more alert and all that stuff like that. Like it's crazy, like when you start researching and reading about this stuff like that. But yeah, that's what that was about. Nessa. So the meat only. I ain't preaching it. I ain't telling everybody to do that though. I ran across that. I stumbled across that uh, in the last couple of weeks. Shout out to my homie Quan. He brought that shit to me. Right, that's what I just ran across. You know what I mean? And I'm the same one that did chicken and broccoli. That's the TO diet. You know what I mean? So I'm a firm. I lost 12 pounds in 8 days doing that diet. I can't say that. It was good. It was good. But I was weak though. But that's enough for the diet. What else? I got the Miss Weems.
I was getting ready to say that.
Miss Weems in Maryland. And I know her. Probably, allegedly. I ain't gonna put that on there now, even though she left a note. But she shot her husband. Once in the head, once in the leg. And she said she wasn't trying to kill him, she just wanted to cripple him, allegedly. Because she wanted him to serve his time in jail for molesting the kids at her daycare. I heard through the grapevines that it was about 3 parents, 3 kids, 3 children that said something. And she got wind of it, drove down to DC while he was in his hotel room, addressed him, asked him about it, and I guess she didn't like what she heard, and she shot him and wrote a letter and stayed there till the police got there. And then he's been arrested. Well, he's out. I don't know if he's left yet, but I know he was under police custody, still in the hospital earlier when I heard today. What's your thoughts about it? What you hear about that?
I think she should have cut his fingers off.
The
But
fingers or the other part?
his fingers. I think she did right. I don't see nothing wrong with what she did, to be honest.
So what I'm saying,
You can't be out here messing with the children and think it's gonna be okay. He lucky it wasn't one of the parents.
and he was an ex-cop. That's the killer.
Exactly. Yeah. He is definitely lucky it wasn't one of the parents.
So we have a retired Baltimore City police officer out here allegedly touching on a kid.
Hmm. It's like they do what they want to do with no repercussions, with none. Like I
But
said, I was
touching kids ain't a hard thing though. So that means he's sick. That like normally when I hear somebody touching on kids and stuff like that, I mean I do know what happens in the families. You know what I mean? It'd be the uncles on the nieces and all that stuff like that. But in some civilizations it'd be the daddy and the daughter and the ones that be praying, you know what they be looking like. Alright. But man, I feel sorry for the kids. I feel sorry for her. Because I
no.
showed you what I showed you,
Hmm.
and she was happy to be married. You know what I mean? So I know how I can just imagine how devastated she is.
Right. It
And
makes you think like, has he done that before to other people? Like, is it more children out there that he's done it to?
yeah,
Well, once a
and he
pedophile, always a pedophile. So I'm quite sure that it probably wasn't just the children in her daycare.
right, and check this out. He probably walked in and like Well, Wolf of the Pickens, Phil Pickens. I don't know if he dealt somebody with a daycare, but he probably is saying that. And to be honest with you, to be honest with you, people got to be careful where they send their kids out here today, for real, because it's not the first time, nor it's not the first story that I heard where the male in the house was touching the kids that the parent or that the caretaker was responsible for, you
Right.
know. And I had that happen to somebody that's close to me, somebody that was close to me, and a very close person that's to me, and he damn near lost his mind. You know what I mean? So that ain't the first time. So people gotta really be careful. They gotta be careful. And I know the first thing that I said to my man was, why you ain't take me to my baby mother? I mean, why you take him? Why you ain't take her there? You family, you know she'd have watched them, you know. But
That's
I can
crazy.
just imagine how I I can't even imagine. I can imagine how a parent feel, right? As
Right.
far as like, this is her responsibility. These kids are her watch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And for somebody to violate her business like that, then it's the one that I turn to, the one that I look to, the one that I look to for protection and support. I mean, you do this to her and to I know shit, whether she beat it or not. You sending your kids there? You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's
Right.
her whole business. You know what I mean? But technically, honestly, I send my kids there, because I know she's gonna shoot that motherfucker to come in there and try to harm them.
Right.
For real. So big up to her for that, for holding it down. I mean, I know she probably felt as though that's all that she could do or whatever. And I can just imagine, um, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know.
Let's just say it all around.
Said all around. What you hear about this week? What you hear about? What you got going on this week?
I don't have nothing going on other than I told you where I'm at, but I'm trying not to focus on that right now.
Right, right.
But I really
Hey,
haven't even kept up with the news the last couple of or read any articles because I've been so busy doing other stuff. Because it's the end of the month, so
right.
I
Now
haven't even.
I do know that earlier today, little Duval. Matter of fact, let me read this story. Tuesday, July 26th, earlier today, comedian rapper Lil Duval was flown to a Nassau, Bahamas hospital for emergency surgery following a car accident that occurred while he was riding an ATV. Duval was left with a broken leg and explained in the caption, "Now my leg broke and I got to get flown over to." Why did it cut it off like that? I ain't broken. I got to get
I
flown
thought he
over.
said it was his hip.
What they said leg on here.
I when you sent me the post, I went to his page and I believe he said his hip.
So he got a broken hip. He gonna need a hip replacement, huh?
I could be wrong.
I
It's
didn't even know he was
crazy to be in a
45,
whole
though.
other country and had to go through that. Oh my goodness.
So let me see. It says, although the full extent of the collision is unclear at the moment, Duval did post earlier that day in a since deleted Instagram story that he was having trouble starting the four wheeler. He asked his followers for help with the off highway vehicle, but must have finally found a way to go for a ride. 45-year-old has been known to share his consistent adventures, including flying planes and jet skiing. So, I don't know. He was on the four wheeler,
But I hope he
and
heals. Cause to
and
be that age, sometimes you don't bounce back from certain things.
I didn't even know that he was that old. I didn't even know that he was that old. I didn't know he was 45. I thought he was more so like 30 some years old for real.
Mm-mm, not at all.
I didn't know he was that old. I didn't know he was that old. But ATV, I wonder if he got a. I wonder if he got hit by a car. I don't know. I'm guessing right now with that, but I hope Lord Duval recovers soon. Yeah, man, and I don't wear. I don't. I never was. I know that's how we did shitty at dirt bikes and all that good stuff like that. But that never was me. I always felt as though I drink too much to be out there playing on them bikes. So
Right.
yeah, man, it's too much, too much. That one time I did have broke my wrist. And so I wasn't even playing with it no
You said that was
more.
enough for you.
Yeah, that was enough for me. That was enough for me. I know the police identified Saudi sisters found dead in the Sydney flat. I don't want to talk about that.
Which one was that?
Oh shoot, the Saudi sisters. I
Oh,
seen,
okay.
yeah, I seen something else today. Hold up, that's the road sound. Ain't no great. I seen something and where it ain't popping up. Oh, there it was. The U.S. made a substantial offer for Brittany Greiner prison swap. Right. So
Mhm.
let me see. I did read somewhere too. She said that she messed up, that they tried to slick her with something, right? So it says Secretary of State Anthony Blinken said Wednesday that the United States made a substantial proposal for Russia to bring home wrongfully detained WNBA star Brittany Griner and Paul Whelan. So who's Paul Whelan?
Is that
Who is
the man that with the arms?
they said he's also serving a prison sentence in Russia. Now I think that's Russia has the arms there,
Oh.
but apparently Paul Whelan is an American. CNN reported that the U.S. offered Victor Bout, a Russian arms dealer nicknamed the Merchant of Death, for the prisoner swap. A prisoner
Right.
swap freed former U.S. Marine Trevor Reed from a Russian penal colony in April. All right. So Blinken added he would engage with Russia's foreign ministry, Sergei Lavrov, whatever that is. It was the first public acknowledgement of a deal that could involve a prison swap or addressing the sanctions placed on the country after it invaded Ukraine.
Hmm.
So my hope would be that, speaking of Foreign Minister Lavrov, I can advance the efforts to bring them home. Blinken said President Joe Biden has been directly involved in the negotiations and he signed off on the offer to Moscow. So they're trying to bring Brittany home. They're trying to look like they're trying to do a 2 for 1.
They
But
might do it.
I
I
know
don't see why not.
the cop Poon Theo, he was sentenced for violating George Floyd's rights.
Right. Yeah, I read that last week.
Federal judge Wednesday sentenced 2 former Minneapolis police officers who were convicted of violating George Floyd's civil rights to lighter terms than recommended in sentencing guidelines, calling one truly a rookie officer and describing the other as a good police officer, father, and husband. So how much time did he get? U.S. District Judge Paul Magnuson sentenced J. Alexander Coon to 3 years in prison and 2,000 to 3.5 years for violating Floyd's rights on the May 25th, 2020 killing. So all they got was 3 years. He get
Yeah.
3 years to killing it. Okay,
Mhm.
right now. Okay. Uh,
Crazy.
Derek Chauvin pinned Floyd's now. Oh, so these were the people that were standing by. They got three
Yeah.
years. Killing which then Officer Derek Chauvin pinned Floyd's neck with his knee for more than 9 minutes. The 46-year-old black man said he couldn't breathe, and the lynching eventually grew still. The killing captured in bystander videos sparked protests worldwide and a reckoning of racial injustice. Coon pinned Floyd's back. They were held back, concerned bystanders, and a fourth officer, Thomas Lane, held Floyd's feet. Lane was sentenced last week to 2 years. He got 2 years. How you get 2 years and they got three? He held the feet. While Chauvin was sentenced earlier to 21 years. So the man with his, okay, damn, we got 21 with the knee on the back.
Yep.
But I don't understand how to hold the feet get 2 and the people hold the crowd back get 3. I ain't getting that. I don't understand that. Because
The
if you hold
blind
them,
eye to justice.
but I would think that if I'm gonna punish them at all, if you hold the feet, I'm gonna give you more than people standing there holding the crown.
Mm-mm. Nope, not at all. You would have thought that, but that ain't how that works. I don't even think they wanted to give the guy that actually had his knee on his neck anytime.
No, they gave him 21.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying at first, like it was so up in the air. He was resisting arrest and all that. The lies that they tell.
Monkeypox.
We don't want to talk about that.
Monkeypox.
Go ahead.
I don't
You
know,
got
but
real low.
they just said, you said I got real low. Let me see. Maybe this
Yeah.
they just popped up in the background. Let me see if I'm. Welcome
What's
to
up,
the
brother?
stage. What up, Jay Will?
I'm chilling, man. What's going on?
Hello.
How you doing?
We just sitting here. We were talking about a few things. I don't know where you heard.
I heard you talking about the George Floyd situation.
Right. They sent the cop. They gave the cops that was holding the crowd back 3.5 years. They got a cop that was holding the feet 2 years, and they gave a cop with the knee on the neck 21. I understand the 21. I don't understand the 3 and the 3.5 and the 2. I would think that if I hold your feet, I get more than the people holding the crowd.
Yeah, but you know how the court system is. The court system is a situation where we've seen several incidents where they blatantly shoot black people and get no time and get off.
Mm-hmm.
So this cry and all this media across the universe and across the world caused these people to be held accountable.
Yeah.
If it wasn't like that, they wouldn't have been held accountable for this.
That's what I just said. Yep.
We seen footage of them shooting guys in their back, doing all these criminal activities, which when we're younger and we're taught that when you do a crime, you do the time. But we're living in dangerous times right now where literally what I truly believe is that Ku Klux Klanmen went from wearing hoods to wearing badges.
Along with the doctors and the lawyers. Yep.
And sitting on a judge chair.
System. All of them together.
Yeah. So what they did say is we got smarter. Instead of just putting hoods on and killing y'all and having to hide, we're gonna educate ourselves, become lawyers, judges, and cops, where I'll kill a black person and then I'll go to the judge who's my friend and he'll act like it wasn't a crime.
True that. Yeah, I mean,
they've been doing that ever since
I was about to say, I ain't even have to say I'm gonna go be the police to do that. Yeah,
right.
It's pretty much just like understood. That's the homie right there. No matter what I am, if I'm the cop, if I'm the baker, you know what I mean? It don't matter because they control and they write the law. So they know what they're gonna do. They know who they're gonna, like, you understood. They know who they're gonna prosecute.
Yeah, I agree with that, but in order to do it in order to do it the way they're doing it now, where they can just do it, be mass destruction and not be held accountable, because they can continue to do it the way they was doing it, but then it was retaliation. But since they put the badge on, they know that it's not going to be retaliation to a certain extent.
But
so that's why they took that route.
They've had them badges since the Runaway Slave Patrol. Come on now, that's where the cops started from.
They've been had badges.
Right. They was called the Runaway Slave Patrol. They just took a whole nother name and called themselves the police. Right. Like the FOP, Fraternal Order Police. Yeah, okay. All that is just under the same umbrella, if you ask me.
It is.
I agree. But stuff wasn't publicized like that back in the day, though. So now
that's
everything
because
is publicized.
we're more technological. We have more technology now. They was
social
doing
media.
it
Yeah,
back,
that's what I meant.
back then. It's just that it was swept under the rug a lot. Like the lady who lied on Emmett Till. Now all of a
Right.
sudden they sound the warrant. Come on now.
They found the one in the basement. They
Yeah.
ain't had to dig it up. It was in the basement in the
Yeah,
regular file with the regular
Right.
files. Yeah, I
and
mean,
I agree
they
with you
spit.
100%. Like all that stuff was behind the scenes because technology wasn't caught up to what it is now. But the way the world is now, everything is recorded, and people spend more time recording opposed to reporting, opposed to helping. And that's what the world is doing. That's why they tricked us with the social media. It's a trick to get your mind off of what's going on in the world, keep you into this social media world where you're not tuned and you're tuned out of the real world.
The net, the fishnet, the internet, the net,
Mm-hmm.
the net. And like, yeah, we real out of touch with reality. We so we only let me see, how can I say that? They, people give the false reality, and that's what it's like. That's what we involved in. Just like the news, we with television, we learned. I grew up on live vision. Don't believe everything that's on the TV. You know what I mean? Now this,
Televised not. That's what I call it.
you know what I mean? Now you can't believe everything that's on the internet. You know what I mean? None of this shit, all of this stuff like that. But this the kicker. This is what I was thinking about when you were saying what you were saying, Jay. When we was talking about the police and how they shoot us down the street. And we had incidents where so that happened, right? Where that happens, and they got a lot of incidents where it's white cops shooting white people too. It's just not publicized, right? It's just not publicized as much as ours is, right? Now I know people going to be mad at me for what I say right now, and I asked this question a few years ago, like 2 years ago, and most of us we don't know how to interact with authority. We don't, and um, I feel as though, I mean, I know sometimes, yeah, man, it happens, right? But what we think and what we might say is cool, and this is what we do and how we move and stuff like that. If I can't put your hand behind your back like I want to, and you resist them, in my eyes, in their eyes, I'm just trying to see it through their eyes. And sometimes I always ask people, how are we teaching our kids and teaching our people to interact with the police? I know my lawyer told me a long time ago, and that's probably why I'm here today. He told me a long time ago, you don't argue with the police, that's my job. You make it home so we can deal with what we got to deal with. You see another day, right? So it was always shut the fuck up, comprehend, okay, no matter what, I'm gonna make this phone call. And when I look at our people, we do too much fussing and yapping and what we gonna do to take these cuffs off and all that shit like that. And just from just from being and having a group and having officers around me and listen to what black officers say that's cool that I consider cool. Because I know police are, we got classmates and stuff that's police officers, right? And then half the time, especially in Baltimore, they always tell me, nigga, when I walk up to that car, I'm just as scared as what's about to go down as you. And I'm like,
Of course.
because y'all niggas be crazy. These fools is crazy, right? So, and my lawyer always told me, well, they told me, the officer told me, you want to make that officer as comfortable as possible with the situation. You want him to feel like he in control of the situation. When he feels as though he in control of the situation, he'll be more lenient. He'll be more accepting to what you got to say. But if you rejecting and fussing and fighting off the rip, then he on defense mode too, right? And I'm just saying this. I'm saying this stuff so we make it home. So we hopefully we don't get shot and things like that. Even when you know they're wrong, that ain't where you argue it. That's not where the debate go down right there at my car door. He wrong. no, the debate go down in front of the third person. It go down in front of the judge, and it go down with my representation and your representation. Because you did what you did, you said what you said, and I disagree with it. Yeah, I mean, and this way I'm gonna handle it. I'm not gonna handle that in the middle of 95, because I know you got the upper hand. You understand what I'm saying? I know you got the upper hand. Like sometimes we gotta understand, like, okay, yeah, man, I ain't gonna do this here because I know what you want to do. Because I think you that anyway, right? I think you that anyway because you pulled me over on some BS. You trying to trigger me. You trying to poke the bear, right? My mother used to always tell me, sometimes you just gotta shut up.
That's the key, man. It's like at the end of the day, we have a lot of emotions involved with things like that, and when emotions take precedence, that's when bad things happen. If you're calm and you're able to think logically, that's when you can think through the situation. But if you lead with emotions, usually when you lead with emotions, it's turning into bad situations and the bad things happen.
Exactly. And I ain't saying, I know they be wrong, and I know they be on some shit. You know what I mean? I know they be on board. I know it. You know what I mean? But my whole thing be, whenever I get pulled over, is making it home. Okay? Even if I go sleep in there tonight. All right. I'm going to go sleep in there tonight, but I swear to God, Monday morning, I feel like crying. I'm going to have somebody's ass in my briefcase. He said that when he came to Philly about your team. Remember, the grass was all messed up there. He said, Monday morning, I'm going to have somebody's ass in my briefcase. Yeah, but that's like the mentality that we gotta have, because I mean, fighting them and going in a fist fight with them and showing how strong you is, flexing wise, take 3 and 4 people to put your arms behind your back. Just think, if I'm putting your arm behind your back and it's resistance, myself, and I ain't even no cop, I'm gonna break that arm. I'm gonna try to break your arm, nigga. I said, put your arm behind your back. You understand what I'm saying? So can you imagine what somebody that don't know you and don't like you and don't like your kind is thinking about? Knowing that.
Yeah, I never understood. Yeah, I never understood that at all. You know, resistance is going to do work for you. You're going to be hurt. They're going to hit you. They're going to abuse you and stuff like that. What's the point?
Unless I can clearly get away, like if he's a runner, he's a track star, and I got to jump on him. You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff, I mean, I ain't giving you no opportunity to shoot. I'm not. I'm just not.
Yeah, I'm not running. I'm not doing none of that. For what? I mean, what running is going to do for you, though? You know they have a gun. You run, then what?
They'll shoot you. Yeah, I mean, just like the same thing like with the dude down in Atlanta and the Wendy's, he took the cop gun or whatever, they said it was the taser or whatever. Okay, he took it. He took it. What you expect to happen?
Right.
Yeah, okay, maybe they ain't have to, but they'll shoot you with your hands up. So what you think they're gonna do if you take his gun? And I'm surprised you lasted that long. Like literally, I was surprised he lasted that long. Like, oh yeah, he asking for it. And just like you know what I mean? Like when Ray Lewis and went down to Atlanta and they got into the stuff with the Super Bowl, I'm the same person that said, yo, them dudes followed him to his car, to his limousine. They was asking for it. They left the club and all of that to get away from the drama. Follow me to my car. Follow me to my car and keep talking smack. I got all these people in the limousine with me too. I gotta protect them, right? You know what I mean? So I just think we gotta be smarter. It ain't, and it's not giving nobody a pass or anything like that. I know they fucked up. I know they do dumb stuff, but in the same time, in the same sense, we gotta protect ourselves. I mean, you gotta know when to say something, when we gotta be strategic. The time is like when they're going through all this turmoil. That's the time where we need to gather up, and come up with the master plan, and then speak with a master plan. You know what I mean? We too busy fighting each other. They ain't gotta kill us. They ain't gotta kill us. We kill each other.
Yeah. The problem is though, man, is that we can have a conversation with 100 people in the room, right? We can agree that we're going to do X, Y, Z. And as soon as you step outside, you turn behind you, maybe it's one person beside you. People, like, for some reason, black people don't know how to unite like every other race. We'll rather take each other down opposed to unite. And that's why other races are more successful than us, because they band together.
They come over here with no money, live 35 people in one house with 3 bedrooms. I mean, go to work faithfully every day, stand in front of Home Depot. It ain't even guaranteed that they're gonna get paid. And here's the kicker: whether they come home with $5 or $500 their wife still treat them like king. That's crazy. That's crazy. But we won't even take that McDonald's job.
We go to all their stores and all the things that they create, spending our money.
I hear an echo. That might be you, Shay. That might be you, Key. The echo. So okay, now whatever you did, I don't hear it no more. I think you might have muted it. Yeah, I think you muted it. Yeah, I see you muted it. But yeah, they turn off whatever's in the background. You said you don't have your earphones and it might be vibrating. I mean, it might be echoing. But they yeah, we go to their stores, spend our money on them, and what they say the black dollar stay in the community the least, the shortest amount of time.
Yeah, the shortest amount of time.
And to break it all down, because we don't own shit.
Yeah, we don't own anything, and they're living off 199%. We're living off 1%. So they're living off that 100 plus 99% of the stuff that we consume on there, consume from them. So that's why they say a black person is who knows how many calls away from a millionaire. White people, maybe 2 or 3 calls. So they have the advantages.
Mm-hmm. But they only had the advantages because we don't take the time to educate ourselves. That's all they do.
Yeah, we got to seek information. We can't believe what they tell us.
Right.
And when we get the information, we got to share it amongst ourselves. We can't sit on it either.
You know, I'm big on on group economics, especially for black people. Like, I only support black-owned businesses. I very seldomly go to any establishment that's owned by a foreigner or a different person other than us, because I'm all about, unite, organize, and build. But you start talking it to people, they look at you like you crazy. Like, we supposed to be in this together, moving forward. It's like we just standing still. We haven't moved anywhere. Like, we need each other.
That's because we don't know how to unite. We tear down. We don't unite. And if we ever got the concept that you're talking about, and we was able to unite, we're the strongest race.
And we're the $1 trillion race. Like,
we're the kings.
Exactly.
The original rulers.
We don't act like kings though. See, that's the problem.
We know how to run stuff. You know what I mean? But we won't unite as a unit, as one. Everybody want to stone each other. Everybody want to shit on each other. Everybody want to be better than this, but nobody want to share. They can get up. I'm the type of person that if it's $1 million outside in a pot, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you, it's $1 million outside around the place back up get this. So most people gonna run out there and try to grab it all for themselves. You know what I mean? And then what's that gonna happen? Then they gonna get it. They gonna ride around like the preacher with $300,000-$400,000 on his hands and around his neck, and then we wondering then the world will wonder around people run up in his congregation and get him for all he got. And it's the thing. That's how I know it was personal. All them people in there, they ain't getting nobody else. They ain't getting nobody else.
Well, I think the article I read said that they robbed his wife too.
Yeah, him and her, yeah. But you got a whole congregation.
Yeah.
You got some thousands of dollars in there probably that they gonna give their offering and their time.
And then you can't go to the church and ask for nothing. It's crazy how that happens.
You can't get your BGE paid.
Exactly.
All the people in the congregation be struggling, and pastor be sitting good. You know what I mean? And everybody else don't know when their next coming from. They didn't check the check, and they still giving him, what is it, 10%? 10% of the take. Not even 10% of the take home. Because some churches, they ask for 10% of the gross before you pay the taxes. Yeah,
and that's the problem though. Black people believe in. I'm not trying to say anything is wrong, but black people believe in that, right? And because of that, they're susceptible to what the preacher tells them, the pastor tells them, and they believe that stuff. And no matter what, they're gonna ride with this and ride with that. But at the end of the day, when they don't have, do the church support them? A lot of times not.
And that's the sad part. Like, you be needing help and you can't ask them for anything. They want you to fill out forms. I don't need to fill out a form to show you that this is my gas and electric bill and I need help. I don't need to fill out a form for you to give me $100 or $200. This girl couldn't even. They wouldn't even allow the lady to have her husband's funeral there, although she was a member, but he never attended. Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Right. I think that the church is selective on the church as an organization, as that business is selective on who and when they'll help.
They are.
I mean, if it's for some churches, if it's for the town, if it's for the, you don't gotta know the good that I think. So when they put it on the town, they put it front and center, I'll already be looking at it like, man, it's a lot of homeless people out there. There's a lot of people living under the bridge and all that stuff like that. I wonder if the church come and drop meals off and moving them in the basement and inclement weather at a church and stuff like that without nobody knowing. Right? You know what I mean? I don't know that they got that on the ground. Railroad. But like I said, I just feel as though that it's selective on when and who. Yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. And my opinion might be wrong. You know what I mean? My opinion is right. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I mean, at the end of the day, right is right, wrong is wrong. And at the end of the day, it's like you said, there's a lot of homeless people in the world. Where's their support? There's a lot of things going on in the world. And what's amazing to me is all of a sudden vaccines are high priority and you get gift certificates and you get gift cards for getting vaccinated. When has that ever happened in the world? When has it ever happened in the world?
I get a prize. If I get a prize for being, they just smoothed over being a guinea pig for hey, come on, you want to be we're gonna give you a bigger piece of cheese if you want to be this made. And my thing is, we can help the Ukraine, but we can't even help ourselves over here. So.
And did you see the Biden administration offered a trade for that? Yeah. For that.
We talked about that, right?
If this is not the most ridiculous,
they did a 2-for-1.
Ain't that like that's like a fantasy football trade, man? Like what?
How you do that? So I know we don't even know. I just read that we don't even know who the dude Paul is. Whatever his name was. I think I just deleted it too, right? We don't even know who he is, but they asked for him. They said we want him out. for young
No,
arms.
but my thing is this: they said the Biden administration offered a trade, yo, like we doing fantasy football or some nonsense, right? For an arms dealer, a dangerous arms dealer for a basketball player.
Right.
How that make any sense?
Now look, hold on.
And what's going to happen, yo? And what's going to happen is this: they're going to see the weakness, and these other countries like, I can bomb the U.S. easily.
So check this out, right? They always felt that, well, them little countries, they gotta reach us first, right? They gotta reach us, they gotta wait. And even though we feel the way out we feel, we still dominant out there, motherfuckers. So you really don't want to trust, because we will unleash the dragon on your ass with no remorse. We'll drop here. What?
I agree, yo, but be honest, yo. If you see another country making trades like that, yo, offering things like that, what would you think?
I had to get myself in position to be powerful like that, to make trades like that, because they still ain't nobody to fuck with. They still ain't nobody to mess with. So I might have to sit on it for a little bit. Half of them trying to be allies anyway.
Yeah, I agree with that. But sometimes becoming an ally means you just want to be closer so you can figure things out so you can attack.
Only if you're powerful enough. It ain't that much bigger countries that we ain't at war with right now. Everybody else, they small town. We sit in the hood and they ain't get it.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Suburbs, so they ain't got no choice. Right? But hold up though. But this one got me though. Oh my God. Hold on. Wait a minute. They got the new one. It was the update. Okay. It says Brittany Greiner testifies she signed documents without understanding what they said after being stopped in Moscow. So that's that.
But the problem is she's been going over there for years though. So she don't know the policies and procedures
on drug charges. Telling the court that she had no intention of smuggling drugs into the country. So she was coming in, or was she leaving?
Coming back.
Okay, so she was coming back. So that means she left the United States with the shit. That's what they tell me, right? Okay.
Or she bought it while she was there.
Now you said she was coming back, so she ain't come through the airport. She ain't come through customs. They got it coming through.
No, what I'm saying is she was coming back to the U.S. and they caught her in. So she could have got it while she was there, opposed to come. She didn't bring it into Ukraine. She was trying to come out of Ukraine with it. So she bought it while she was there. That's my understanding.
Right. So either way, that's still over there. Right? So that's over there. So she was over there getting high. She was over there getting high.
But you see how they try to twist it? They try to say she has a medical prescription for it. So convenient.
So she said, I still don't understand to this day how they ended up in my bag. Yeah, you're right. But that's what I said the other day. I said, if she had a medical, you should have said that from day one. You're talking about, you said that at day 986. That she had a medical issue. I guess that was when I had a big said that here. I got glaucoma. What you talking about? But hold on. She said, I still don't understand to this day how they ended up in my bags.
You gotta go through customs. What you talking about?
She says she don't know how that stuff got in her bag. So who was you with the night before? Who was you with that morning?
So they framed you
to the airport.
So they framed you.
Right. She been detained in Russia since February. So March, April, May, June. I think they said that in June. They waited 4 months to say that.
They better not make. They shouldn't do that trade, man. She gotta stay there and do that time, man.
They must want that other dude, Paul. They must want him. That's what they asked for. That was the. What is it called when I send you a trade? You send me the other one. What is it called? I don't want that, but if we get for R.
Oh, so basically, you countered them, right?
He counted. Yeah, he counted. He counted.
No, I don't want that. Let me see your account.
I take these two for that though. Yeah, that's basically what they did. That's what they did.
Oh man.
Okay, we want Griner, but for that guy you asking for, hell no, we need two for that because that nigga.
Right. So they did like what they trying to do with KD right now, trying to make a trade for KD.
Right. So
we give you Jaylen Brown, and we'll give you White.
That's what we want.
And a draft pick.
Want the bench. We want from our standpoint, we want your whole bench for that nigga. For this nigga we got over here. Yeah, I mean, for we got over here. Dang. For him, we need everything y'all got.
So they not negotiating policies and procedures. They negotiating people.
Bodies. like gladiators. Yeah,
oh man.
Let me see.
So they did like so they did a pre-draft trade.
She said, I don't know how they got my bag, right? So you'd be locked up since February. They found hold on. When authorities said they found cannabis oil in her luggage at a Moscow airport, it accused her of smuggling significant amounts of narcotic substance. Oh, so they said, so basically. So wait a minute, the way that they worded this, I'm thinking she was moving shit already. And they just grabbed her up and had someone read this. I still don't understand to this day how they ended up in my bags, said Greiner, who has been detained in Russia since February, when authorities said they found cannabis oil in her luggage at a Moscow airport and accused her of smuggling significant amounts of a narcotic substance.
Significant amount. That's a key word.
How much did she have? She must not just have no vape pen like I heard she said she had.
Yeah, that's funny. I heard somebody say a vape. You don't get pulled up for a vape. That's why you can't. That's why you got to seek. That's why you got to seek the information. You can't listen to what people tell you.
It says smuggling significant amounts of a narcotic substance. She faces up to 10 years in prison.
She might have to do that. She might have to do that. She might have to do that 2.5. We ain't making no deals. 2.5. 2.5, 4, 3. She's been over there 6 months already. Go ahead and do the rest of this. Go ahead and do that next 12 months. You be all right.
Yeah, they might not got no deals like that over there. They might make you 10 to the door like the feds. Like what? They want that arms dealer. Man, she gonna sit over here. They don't give a fuck. They're like homosexuals anyway. That's what they say. I ain't got no problem, but that's what they say. Like they ain't like that. So let me see. She pleaded guilty earlier this month, a decision the defense hopes will be taken into account. See, they playing game. They hoping that they take that into account by the court, perhaps lead to a less severe sentence. But the U.S. State Department has classified Greiner as wrongfully detained, and her supporters have called for her release, fearing she might be used as a political pawn amid Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Greiner's testimony Wednesday concluded just before CNN reported the Biden administration has offered to exchange
the Biden administration.
Yes, a convicted Russian arms trafficker as part of a potential deal to secure Greiner's release, as well as Paul Williams, another American detained in Russia, according to the People Brief on the matter. So who is Paul Williams?
So they're doing a 2-for-1.
Right. Who Paul Williams? Who is this? Siri. Let me see who's Paul. Who's Paul Williams? I want to know what he is and why the United States want him. Because he must be somebody of importance. Let me see. Paul Williams. No, not that type of Williams. So I'm going to say Paul Williams. He said he was a police officer. U.S. officers Russia's deal for police on Friday, and Paul Williams. Yeah, I said that. He was a security director. Okay. All right, so I found out who he is. Paul Nicholas Whelan. He's a Canadian with American, British, and Irish citizenship. He was arrested in Russia on December 28, 2018 and accused of spying. So he was an American spy.
So you're a spy.
All right.
So you trying to trade in a spy and an arms dealer for a basketball player.
No,
wow.
A spy. No, you're trying to trade a spy and a basketball player for the arms dealer. Paul Whelan is American. He received 16-year prison sentence with the possibility of time in a labor
so the
camp
USA, so US try to do a 2 for 1.
Yeah, the US counted. The US did the counting. They wanted 2 for 1. They want the bench. They like, all right, so he a spy. I had to look up who he was. He a spy. All right, he was accused of being a spy over there. He was a Marine too. So, yeah, man.
They're gonna say no.
I wouldn't be surprised if they asked for 2 more. if they counted. I wouldn't be surprised if they counted because they don't care right now. They bombing everything. They don't care. Like they like what right now? They in that mood. Yeah, man. So hold up. So all right, so you know what that is. You know who that is. I know who that is now. Came in here for class, it seems like. Let me see. Yeah, popping up. Oh. My bad, y'all. I had to get out of the grind situation. So check this out. I say what was supposed to be a beautiful goodbye to their mother turned into shock and horror for the Kim family when the woman they almost buried ended up not being their mother. The family member said they almost buried a stranger 20 years younger in the mother's grave after the funeral home mixed up 2 women with the last name Kim. Kyung Jung Kim was 93 when she died on November 10th, 2021. Now, Kyung Jung Kim's family is seeking a $50 million settlement from New Jersey Funeral Home and its director and mortician. And they sued them for $50 million. Kyung Jung Kim's daughter, Kumi Kim, said that the family was surprised when funeral home director Hyman Ging Chong opened the casket before the funeral service. When she opened the casket, I told them, this is not my mom, Kumi Kim said during a press conference on Tuesday, and she didn't say any word about it. Central Funeral Home in New Jersey, which is named in the lawsuit, did not immediately respond to a call or comment.
So that's what I'm saying, man. These funeral homes and that funeral home business is a cutthroat business. You know that. Right. Do you realize, yo, is if you die and whoever comes to pick you up, if you don't use their services, they'll hold you there and try to negotiate with other people to keep you there so they can do the funeral? You would think it would be some compassion or some consideration.
No.
No, it's not.
Everybody chasing the bag. Everybody chasing the bag. Everybody chasing the bag. So, man, Keith talked about stuff earlier. You heard about the chick that shot her husband in Maryland because she run a daycare and allegedly he must have touched the kids. So she went and shot him. Said she was trying to paralyze him, send him to jail. So he can get moved up in jail. She left a note. And she went to city. She graduated around the time we did. I sent you a picture, you might know who she is.
What year she graduated?
sent it. I can find it. I can find out. I'll find out soon as I get off here. And I sent
My wife went to city. She might know it.
Actually, her last name Weems.
Williams?
Weems. Yeah, Weems. Actually, your wife should know. She should know because it's all in the city group. Yeah, I mean,
What's her first name?
Shateria Weems. She go by Shandy Weems. I mean, and yeah, apparently the word got out. Family members and the kids said that dude was doing it, and he was an ex-cop. And said that he was doing something to the kids, and she went down to D.C. Yeah,
wow,
they charged him. They hold him in a hospital. Huh?
That's crazy.
My wife just told me he got 13 counts, but I knew they charged him because they had him detained in the hospital, right? And they was waiting for transport to expedite him back to Maryland. But this happened in D.C. She went down to D.C. and shot him in the hotel room.
Wow.
Right? And she went down there and confronted him, and I hope she get off. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, I know how devastating that would be. First of all, somebody that you love, they mess up your business.
Yeah,
then they mess up your life. You know what I mean? They mess up them kids' lives. You know what I mean? And like this happened on my watch. Basically, that's not on my watch. So big up for defending them kids. Yeah, I mean, and that's just sad. I can't say what I do, but she did everything. She went and shot him in the head and shot him in the leg.
And he still lived.
He lived. She said she wasn't trying to kill him, so I don't know if she like shot him through the head. She might have grazed him or something. It didn't say. Just say shot him in the head, shot him in the leg. And her note, she left a note. And the note said that she was she wrote a note and had it that they found. Yeah, I mean, it said she ain't trying to kill him. She was trying to paralyze. She was just trying to paralyze him because she wanted to go to jail and get fucked up. That's basically what the letter said.
Yeah, with you buying the head.
She filed reports. She filed the police reports and everything of what he did before she left. That's why they detained him. And my wife just told me that they charged him with 13 counts. Probably some type of child molestation.
Sexual misconduct.
Type stuff like that. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's going on up here right now. Well, damn, I ain't even there. That's what's going on in Baltimore right now.
That's insane. And like these squeegee kids are out of control. I think they assaulted a cameraman was out there and they threw the water on him.
Man.
The squeegee water on him. You don't even know what that stuff is.
I don't know what Fox 45 trying to prove. But they know that we need to be tampered with. Yeah, it's ignorant out there. And they don't care.
At all.
Care. And don't nobody care. All up and down the board. So what comes with it comes with it. But that's the same breath. That's why I say they don't need to be out there. They don't need to be out there. They inviting that energy. They know how they gonna carry it. They know how they gonna carry it. Break yourself, fool. What you got in your pocket, basically. Yeah, I mean, give me $1 or $2.
Yeah, that guy getting out of his car with the bat, though, he was asking for trouble.
But like I said, too, though, we don't know what happened to make him want to stop, get out his car,
with the bat. Yeah, we have no idea.
Down there to try to scare you. You know what I mean? We don't know what happened.
That's true, because I mean, they're not going to tell us.
Yo, I had an experience. You know what I mean? I had an experience to the point where it's though my mind was racing. I was ready to go get the little youngest in the hood and just come back. just spin the block like, don't get out and fuck these little dudes up. You know what I'm saying? On some like that, right? Just because they was like mad disrespectful. You know what I mean? So I already seen it to me. And then them niggas ain't 13, 14 years old. They
get mad because
17, 18, 19, getting mad because I don't want to give you a dollar.
to wash my windows with
I
what?
got windshield wipers.
And the thing is, I don't even know what you got in the squeegee cup. You could be
It
putting
don't
anything on
even
my
matter.
windows.
I don't need you to do that. I got windshield wipers. You know what I mean? You want to wipe windows, start a business. It's a whole lot of buildings that you can hang off the side and get some real money cleaning the windows. You can get some real money doing that too.
Yeah.
Or
Just can't be you just can't be afraid of height.
Right. They're gonna pay. Thinking about to drop off now.
You can't be scared to go up there and look down because it's gonna be lights out for you. You get up there.
Don't twitch too hard. Don't twitch too hard. What's that?
They showed at one of those facilities for the sick children. They had windshield wipers and costumes like Batman and Superman when they was washing the windows. Did you see that?
What's that? No, I didn't see that. I ain't see that. But what's that teacher name? Tell her it ain't the fall that's gonna kill you. It's the sun stopping the bottom. What's his name?
Oh yeah.
Mr. Brown. What's his name?
Yeah, that Mr. Brown was my man too. Mr. Brown, cool, Mr. Brown. Yeah, but you're right though. You know,
it ain't the fall that's gonna kill you.
It's that sudden stop.
It ain't the fall. Trust me. I remember he said that. And the days where he'll be canceled for saying something like that. But that's a lifelong lesson. That's a lifelong lesson to make you think.
Said,
dumb shit that you about to do.
Right. So
it's the sudden impact at the bottom. That's what he used to say. It's the sudden impact at the bottom.
Yeah, that's knowledge, man. But in today's culture, you gonna get canceled. Cancel culture.
Right. Cancel culture. Crazy.
For telling the truth. Cancel culture. It's amazing, man.
And they don't want to hear the truth. Right? People don't want to hear the truth. And everybody want to live in their reality.
Social media.
I mean, the independence. Everybody want to be independent. Where the old word is strength is in numbers. That's what the real
always
strength is. Strength is in numbers.
Strength is in numbers always. But we're taught to be individuals. That individuality lead to breakdown, lead to losses, lead to self-destruction. Why don't they look at other races who always do things in a team setting? It's always numbers, it's always a group. But we want to be single-minded and do things everything ourselves. And when you do that, any kind of mishap, any kind of hiccup, you fall flat on your face.
And look, and that's crazy because, like, when you just said we were just talking about being united and everything, right? I just seen the other day, I was sitting here and I was looking at TV and I was saying, man, they got Jimmy Walker still acting like JJ up there. Like,
you heard him?
Years later, that man,
get your money.
You saw like JJ, right? But to spin it back to what we're talking about, JJ used to say, united we stand, divided we fall. You remember that?
Yeah.
Penny, two what the little chant was, but I remember that he used to always say, united we stand, divided we fall.
But you know that's because that wasn't him saying it. That was that group that he was with saying.
That was that little group, right? United we stand,
that little group.
Divided we fall. Let me see. United we stand, Huh? Well, it might have been a baby. Have y'all heard a knock? My bad. That's the grandbaby. She coming in and out.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So she's like, "What you doing, Pop? It ain't Sunday." Yeah, man. We pop on. Wait, hold on. Let me see what the slogan was. Mind it, stand, low man. Yeah, I'm laughing. Huh? His dad said he hear my voice. Little man, little man, you wanna come say hi to the people? Come here. You wanna come say hi to the people? Yeah, man. What up? What up? What up? What up? My first little Oklahomian. Go ahead, look on the mic. You wanna say something to the people? Say yeah. Say yeah. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. We got him on mic right there. We're gonna use that. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you know you stand every time I have to ride a patrol. The man that we stand, that's not the phrase used in many different kinds of no. I want JJ. I was for JJ. That was the name. Damn, I ain't gonna play it though. You know what I mean? I wanted to read it.
Oh, they played it?
Because I just had it. The lyrics, I ain't wanted to play the video anyway. Oh, yeah. Okay, that united we stand, divided we fall. We're tighter than pantyhose. We're tighter than pantyhose. Two sizes small. Okay, that's what they said. Awesome foursome. We're united we stand, divided we fall. We're
Awesome
tighter
foursome,
than
right?
pantyhose. Yeah, we tighter than pantyhose. Two sizes small. That's what they said. All right. I just knew they said pantyhose two sizes small. I didn't know that they said, okay, we're tighter than pantyhose. So got it. But yeah, that's the concept. That's the concept that we need as a people. United we stand, divided we fall. Tighter than pantyhose.
Yeah, we have to.
Small.
But the key is, man, getting everybody on the same page. That's the hard dilemma. It's hard to even get like you see how when you get a forum and it's more than 4 or 5 people, it's hard for them to agree on something, right? So
man, I'm going through that right now with this daggone adult prom committee. Yeah, man. But I mean, we're moving good. It's going good. It's good, but it's always some type of glitch, some type of man. And actually, it's going good. But I think I'm the glitch. And that's a good thing. Yeah, man, that's a good thing. I glitched my way to being the glitch. So if I'm the glitch, then I mean I know I want what's best for all of us. You understand what I'm saying? Just on me, just on who I am. So when they go back and they watch this and they see me and they see they said, they gonna say, damn, when he said he was the glitch, it was for the best of all of us. Not for nothing personal. You know what I mean? It's for so we succeed and give the best performance and the best show that we can possibly get. And we can possibly get it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, we got something special. We got something special brewing. We're working on a fun day as well. Working on a fun day. And I think the fun day gonna be real good. I know they're doing a car wash this weekend. Won't get the date for that till tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit too late by the time I come back. By the time we come back on Sunday, the car wash would have happened on Saturday. So you got to tune in to me on Facebook, Instagram, and all that good stuff. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Too Easy on the Eyes. And so you can get the whereabouts and the address and everything of where the car wash and everything going to be at for this Saturday in Oklahoma, which is the build up for the adult prom, October the 19th. That's the Saturday in October. Oh, I wish I could post up.
October the 15th, y'all. October the 15th, not the 19th.
October the 15th. My bad. Thank you for correcting me, my brother. October the 15th. And the theme is a taste of fall. So all fall colors. Yeah, I mean, that's a taste of fall. And we're going to do a prom king and queen. We're taking it back for everybody that didn't get a chance to go to their junior or senior prom. Yeah, I mean, we're going to do it like grown folks do. So stay tuned. Tickets go on sale August 1st. And for the first week, I think it's going to be like the first 10 days, we're going to have a early sale. It's going to be a sale for the first 10 days, pre-sale. And where you might be able to get your ticket for a little discount, a good discount. And like I said, if you follow me on those pages, I'll be doing a few giveaways. Where you'll have the opportunity to win the free seat or win a free entry or two free entries to do your mate to your dog prom October 15th. Working on a live performance right now, and I can't let the cat out the bag, but it's gonna be lovely who we got performing for you. That's where the glitch come in. I mean, glitch. Can't have nothing bullshit up there. I ain't trying to hear no local rappers, none of that. I play the local rappers right now in the background, even though I love the song. That's why I got a playoff game. That's 25 and up straight out of Oklahoma, 25 and up entertainment.
Yeah, and that's the key, y'all. Touch the fall, right? But in Oklahoma, how cold is it going to be? Around what degrees in October? Do you know?
So, for the 2 years that I've been here, this is how it is pretty much, Jay. It'd be like, it's cool in the morning, it warm up during the day, and then it get cool at night. I mean, it don't get East Coast cold. I mean, the cools be like, the night the cools be 40, 30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's on a cold night. You know what I mean? Basically. And but during the day when the sun up, it's warm.
Okay, so kind of the same kind of situation it is in Atlanta. You know, it doesn't get cold like that. And then when it's when people from Atlanta think it's cold, it's like 55 degrees. You're like, what? That's not cold weather.
We used to 10.
Right.
10, that's cold. I mean,
yeah, that's cold.
But
you go outside, you can't feel your fingers or your toes.
Right, everything numb. I mean, and that's yeah. It don't get like that. At the like the bubble coats and the goose downs and stuff like that. You don't need that out here.
You don't need that down here either.
Good with the love.
Yo, I don't think I wore a true winter coat down here since I've been here.
Now, the only time I did wear a true winter coat is when we had the ice storm. We had the ice storm 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
We had the ice storm.
Wow, man, you been in there 2 years already? You been in there 2 years already? Wow.
Almost 3 now. We pushing.
Wow.
We pushing.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So remember the ice storm was here when I first was here. And they were like, we'll never see nothing like this. That's when they had the 100-car pile up down in Dallas. And I got stuck at the border trying to run from it, thinking I'm going to go and run. And they said, the ice was up. I got in the truck, took my training, and I said, come on, we getting away from this. We going down to the border. Got all the way to the border. Yeah, we got down there safe. And they couldn't get back up because everything was shut down. We couldn't get back up front of it. So we were stuck down there in the hotel for 3 days with no gas and electric. Yeah, man. No gas, no fuel. All the gas stations was closed down. The highway was closed down. I mean, the only thing I had was, I could get gas. I could get diesel gas, I could get gas. But in my truck, in the Dodge Ram 3500, pick up the Dodge, I had to plug so I could plug certain things up. I could charge my phones, I had the socket in there, I could plug up. I used to run, I ran a heater in the hotel through the hotel window into my room. And me, my trainee, the manager that was on duty, and his daughter, we all stayed in my room because I could run their space heater off my truck that I left, just kept running. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how we survived. I made a friend down there that weekend because it was crazy because it was like that. And I gotta tell a story because I'm just chopping it up, right? It was crazy because we went down, and when we realized that we couldn't get back up, I was like, fuck it, we can go to the hotel. We got to the hotel, and all the power was out of all hotels, right?
Ice storms.
When I went in there, when I went in there, Texas is like on their own grid, right? Texas is like, whatever it is, however it is, Texas is on their own grid or something like that. They can't even get energy from the neighboring states or whatever, some shit like that, right? If I'm saying it right. Yeah, so when I walk into there, I'm like, I'm trying to get a room. He was like, I'll power out. I'm trying to do it on my laptop, right? He said, but I can't get through. So he said, just go ahead and I'll give you a room. And when the power come back on, I'll come back out and I'll charge your card, right? That's how I started. That's how it initially started.
Right.
Went in. I used the last bit of, we both took showers, and I used the last bit of how I went second. I used the last bit of how I went. I used the last bit of how I went, and I came back out like an hour later, and I was like, hey, did it come back on? No, it flashed on. It flashed on. The power flashed on, right? For like 2-3 minutes, and I came out to pay. And he gave us a room right on the first floor. Come to find out, his room was directly across from us. And he was staying there, right? And as he was doing it, whoop, it went back out. Like, oh shit. So then he said, we'll just try later. I got the information. So when it come back on, I'll run it. I said, all right, that's what's up. Yo, it started getting cold in that phone. It was not coming on. An hour went by, 2 hours went by, 3 hours went by. I went out there. I was like, bro, how long they say till the gas station come back on? He was like, man, we don't know. Come to find out, the whole town down. Everywhere down there, ain't no power in Texas, right? So I was like, damn. He was like, I got my daughter here. Right? And I was like, I'm about to go get something to eat. He was like, all right. We left. We went to like a McDonald's or something. At one of the truck stops was open, but they didn't have gas. Right? So we got food. And then we came back to the room. And as we was coming back in, he was like, I said, all right. He was like, dang, y'all found somewhere to eat? I was like, yeah, I was just riding around because I got in the truck to run the heat because it was getting cold. I could get in the truck and just ride around. So yeah, we found something to eat. Like, yeah, it was the McDonald's or the Sonic. Well, I think that's what it was. It's open up the street.
A Sonic?
It was like that. Yeah, wow. It was something like that. And he was like, man, the next time y'all go, let me know. I want to grab something. And I said, you ain't got no food in here? He said, no. I said, all right, well, I ain't got nothing to do. I'll go get it now. So he was like, oh man, I appreciate that. Yeah. So he gave me like $30. I went up there, got it, got the food, and came back. And his daughter was now sitting on the lobby chairs because it was really cold in that motherfucker. They were sitting on the lobby chairs now, and she's like, oh, daddy came back. And he started laughing. He was like, my daughter ain't think he was gonna come back. She was like, you gave strangers your money? That's what she told him. You gave strangers your money? You know what I mean? And he was like, he said, I told you in these conditions, if they took my $30, they really needed it. And they could have it. Right? So gave him the food. And I said, bro, I said, you got a grill here? He said, yeah, we got a grill out back. I said, man, I'm going back to the gas station. The gas station power was out, but they was taking the change out brown people bags and shit. Right? I said, I'm going back to the gas station. I went and got some charcoal. Right? And I said, all we got to do is find food. We cook food on the charcoal. I like, cause look, like we gonna be here for the night. Now it's like 10 o'clock. We gonna be here for the night. I took them to like these people's house. They grabbed something out the freezer, brought them back. We ended up staying there for 2.5 days. Right? He was like, I ain't charging. He's like, man, you was a help. You was a blessing. I ain't even charging. You know what I mean? And he was like, I got his number on my phone. He was like, next time you come back down this way,
I got you.
He said, I got you. And I was telling him, I was like, because he had people in Maryland. So I said, well, next time you go to Maryland, just hit me. I got people in Maryland. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah. She said, I go to Maryland. I've been to Baltimore a few times. And he was talking like that. So we had a little connection, had a little bond. You know what I mean? But I made a friend that day. You know what I mean? But that was the ice storm. That was the coldest that it got out here. You know what I mean? Since I've been out here. Other than that, it's always a breeze. It's always a wind. It's always a wind. Even when it's 111 degrees, the breeze be 15 miles an hour. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It wiped the sweat right off you. Like, yeah.
Yeah. But, Oklahoma City, man. Still can't believe you out there, brother.
I can't either, but I just told the guy today when I was eating lunch, I said, I never would have imagined that I'd be out here. And
right.
I hear everybody that's here talk about they want to get to the big city, all that stuff like that. I'm just at the point in time in my life where I like peace. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like the peace. I like what we can do out here. It's a lot of opportunity out here, and if we stop thinking, come on, man, this is where Black Wall Street thrived at. It's a reason why they thrived here. It's a reason why this was the land. They just took it from us. This was the land with all the gold, all the you know what I mean? This was where it was at. And they just came in here strong arm and took it from us. At some point in time, we gotta realize and say, you know what, I'm gonna take my, like the dude said at the Goonies. This was my cause. This was my dream.
Right.
And I'm taking it back. Because it didn't come true. I'm taking it back. Matter of fact, I'm taking all these back. Remember he was standing at the bottom of the wishing well? And they was like, they thought they found the treasure. And they realized it was the wishing well. I forgot his name. He said, well, this is mine. This one is mine. I'm taking it back. They were like, yo, we can't take this.
Yeah, back up. Back up.
He said, this is mine. I reneged. I'm taking it back. I'm taking all of it back. But yeah. But what we got going on with sports? Anything happened this week? Who beat who? How the Orioles?
So sports wise, we have some things. You know, training camps are opening up. So we have a lot of storylines. Joe Burrow had his appendix removed, so he's going to be out a little while. Did you know that?
No.
You know, J.K. Dobbs started on the PUP list after having a discussion with Ian Rappaport that said he was going to start on the PUP list. He clapped back and said, I'll be ready week 1. But as soon as training camp started, he's on the PUP list.
So Ian Rappaport was right. Ain't Ian Rappaport from Maryland?
And he's from where?
He's from Maryland, man.
I think so. And then
you got
Julio Jones signing with Tampa Bay. Even though he was on the IR 2 times last year with Tennessee and only played maybe 1.5 games. He gets on TV and says, it's not a money grab. I'm going to be working hard every day. And I'm like, you haven't been healthy for 4 years. You think because you signed with Tampa Bay and Tom Brady is that you're going to be healthy? So they was talking about what kind of impact that signing is. And I said, no impact at all. Because he's going to be in the IR. How often is he going to be on the field playing?
So you think he Kyrie to you? Like he Kyrie is to me, to you?
He worse than Kyrie. Because
Kyrie only got 16 games.
Yeah, Kyrie didn't get hurt. He just ain't play because of his mentals and what he believed in.
Well,
this guy
normally he hurt. Normally Kyrie hurt.
Well,
normally he hurt. This year, I think I know where you're going at, but I personally think that Kyrie used the vaccine to compensate the time. See, I only think how many games it is for a season? 60, 80, what is it?
82.
82. Me personally, I think Kyrie only good for 57 of them games a year. And that's what his body will hold up. Something like that. And I'm
gonna agree with you on this. He hasn't been healthy since high school. He only played 10 games at Duke because he was hurt.
Right.
But when he came back in that tournament, it looked like he was playing a man amongst boys. That's why he went number 1.
He is nasty. He's dangerous. He just stay hurt.
Yeah,
that's all it is to it. If he can stay healthy, he fuck around to be the nicest person in the league.
But the problem is, it's not only about his health; it's about his mentals. Do he even love basketball? That's the key.
He love it to the point that he know he can't stay hurt. I mean, that he can't stay healthy. So where we think it's his heart, this is what I'm saying. Where we think it's his heart, that he don't want to play. I'm thinking that he know that he can't play that long. Yeah, I mean, he know that he can't do that. So everything else is to cover up, is to keep face.
So you think it's a ploy?
Yeah,
it had nothing to do with the vaccine. That's why he didn't want to play, because he was trying to get healthy.
I think he ain't take the vaccine. No, okay, well, don't let me play. These are the games off I'm gonna need anyway. I think he knew his body. Like I'm telling you, I think he know he can't go out there and play 100% of the games every year. He know that he can get hurt. He know before we do. And from what I'm looking at him, he showed me like you can't stay healthy. So he know if I can look at him and say you can't stay healthy, yo, you know he's sitting at home like.
But but look at the numbers, though, KB. It's only now there's 18 games, right? He was hurt in Atlanta, and then he went over to Tennessee. So everybody, all these Tennessee fans was excited, and I'm like, I don't know why. He ain't been healthy in the last 3 or 4 years. And he goes over there, plays 1 game, and comes up lame. He was on the IR twice in 1 season, man. And then he goes, and then Tampa Bay signs him as if he has a rebirth. Man, what I truly believe is going to happen. What I truly believe is going to happen is this. Not only is he going to get hurt, Tom Brady going to get hurt as well. Because that's the problem. People always trying to outlast Father Time. You have all those rings. What are you playing football for?
They try one more. But look,
you know what the real thing is? The real thing is this. He went home and he didn't want to be a full-time dad. So he said, let me go back. He went home.
That's allegedly.
He went home.
That's allegedly. Right.
And he was sitting there like, man, this is what being home is. and then next to you, but listen, KB, next thing you heard was his father said, he ain't tell me he was retiring. Then all this other stuff come out, right? And not only did he come back, he had training camp. I said, not only did he come back, he's in training camp. And most people, you get of age, you don't want to go to training camp.
Wait, how old is his kid? How old is his kid? You got babies? How old is his kid? Can you hear me? You hear me, Jay?
Yeah, what you said?
I said, how old is Tom Brady's kid?
I don't know, man. I think probably like 10 or 12.
Okay. Oh, so there's still some discipline going on.
Right. And where he at?
He said, fuck that. That's what you said.
And where he at? He at training camp.
What's up, man? You come with me? Wait up. We just by the way. You ready to eat? Right. We had a pop phone up real quick. Yeah. You want milk? What's up? I ain't got no friends there. They're not gonna do it. That might be a problem. And he like stiff. You sitting stiff. Why are you sitting so stiff? Why are you sitting so stiff? You don't want nobody. You don't want to sit there. Yeah. But I know it's question. Go ahead, James. Tell some stories for me real quick. If you don't mind speaking. Okay. Can't help but that's what you can't see how. That's baby girl with his father what? All right, so I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Hardly for this right up a little family time. So where we was at?
So
with the sports game.
So yeah, and I said I think they about kids. 10 or 12, something like that. Yeah.
See, Tom Brady, I don't avoid my kids, the grandbabies. I'm a 10 I ain't going to I ain't running nowhere.
Well, like the thing is though, like realistically, his wife is a supermodel, right? So that means that schedule is hectic as well. So like the nanny is raising the kid. Yeah, the nanny raising the kid.
That's crazy.
Let me ask you a question. When the last time you seen a 45-year-old quarterback want to come back to football?
I don't know, but that's what makes him unique, right? That's what makes him unique.
I guess.
I'm not going to take nothing away from him, even though I do feel that he was in the weakest division of the league. Right?
What I truly believe is this. And I know all these Brady fans are going to say blah, 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 blah. But what I truly believe is if they'd have called that tuck a fumble against the Raiders, it wouldn't have been no Tom Brady.
Yeah, I don't know. But they still went on to do it multiple more times.
But he wouldn't have been a quarterback because Drew Bledsoe was a quarterback for New England. And they had just signed him to a contract. Yeah. So Brady was a backup and Drew Bledsoe got hurt. If they lose that game against the Raiders, that changes the whole.
Who hurt Drew?
I don't know. I don't remember that. I don't remember who hurt Drew, but
remember who hurt Drew.
But look at it this way.
I think it was us too. We do that. We used to hurt quarterback.
I don't think it was the Ravens back there.
Especially mobile quarterbacks.
But listen.
Get out that pocket if you want to. Nowadays,
but listen. I don't even think the Ravens was there yet, man, when that happened.
Yes,
There wasn't no Ravens yet. The Ravens wasn't there yet, yo. So if they called it a fumble, that changed the whole direction of the Raiders and the Patriots. The Raiders wouldn't have won the Super Bowl. And once they won the Super Bowl, that'd change the direction of their team. That one call, yo, changed everything for the Raiders. And everything for the Patriots. Let me ask you this. So, if they call that a fumble, do Brady start the next year for New England? Or do Drew Bledsoe start?
They probably would have, even if he didn't start, they would have probably had to trade him. But if they traded him, then him and the Belichick combination wouldn't have been there. Because I think Belichick has that much of a play into the situation as Tom Brady.
So if that referee don't blow that call, do we have the 5 or 6 time champion with Brady?
It would all depend on it. If they let him come back and compete against Drew.
But they playing. They had just signed Drew
out. Because it would always it depends on whether or not he played for them next year and start for them next year.
Yeah, but you got to follow the money. Drew Bledsoe was making a lot of money. He just got injured, and he was playing good football. So,
but they got Brady of him, though.
That's only because Brady came in and won the Super Bowl. That one call changed the direction of history.
So
he called that a fumble.
I would say that's more on Belichick's arrogance. Like, they got win with anybody.
Nah, that was only done because Drew Bledsoe got hurt.
Yeah, but still, that's like the coach said at that time. Like, even if my superstar, my money man goes down, I won't get the backup. How many times the backup won the Super Bowl? That don't happen.
Doug Williams. He won the Super Bowl. Then you have Carson Wentz got hurt, and then back off of Philly, he won the Super Bowl. So it happened occasionally. It's not something that happened all the time.
But I still Drew, though, right?
Yeah, but I still say
Doug Williams happened. Doug Williams happened before Drew.
But I still say that changes the history of both franchises on all levels. And then certainly Drew Bledsoe was over Tom Brady's house, or Tom Brady was over his house. And they watching that play. And he looked over at Tom Brady and said, "Man, you can't tell me it wasn't a fumble." Tom Brady agreed it was a fumble. See what I'm saying? It's just that showed me. That's when I became an educated fan. That showed me which owner has the most money. The call's gonna go that way. So then I said Kraft. So then I looked at the name Kraft, right? I said, "Wow." Kraft mayonnaise, Kraft cheese, macaroni and cheese, all the Kraft. I said, okay, that's why the call went his way. Interesting. That's what I said to myself. And it's a couple questionable Super Bowls, right? The Seattle Super Bowl, where Russell Wilson went to throw a quick slant at the 3-yard line.
Instead of giving it
to Marshawn Lynch. Questionable.
So I won't get fined.
Questionable. Yeah. How about the Atlanta game when they was down 28-3? Questionable.
And they let them come back.
Questionable. So, would he really have the 5 or 6 rings if we look inside the details? But when I have these conversations with other people they get to, because they love Tom Brady, they were like, oh, it was a, you going to talk about the Tuck rule? Yeah, because it's a critical call that changed the direction of two franchises. I'm going to talk about that. You can talk about it all.
Right. I mean, I look at it as the great hype. You know what I mean? So I know they need that guy.
How about when they was filming the other team before the Super Bowl?
In the sports world, they ain't got no guys other than hockey.
Baseball.
They foreign, they Cubans. Who the top host? He's an American.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What's the other dude's name?
Mike Trout.
Okay, so Mike Trout, he okay. But who the next top person?
But just think about it in history. George Brett, John Smoltz, all these, they really, that's their sport, man.
That was back in the day though. Like right now, it's turned into the Cubans and the foreigners.
But we just talking about it's their sport though. If you look inside history, yeah, for the most part.
For the most part, but now we dominating though. Like that ain't even their sport no more. They got hockey and soccer.
But we're not dominating. Name the top black players.
I ain't saying us as a people, because blacks, we ain't even playing it like that, like we should be. I'm saying it's brown folk.
I agree with that.
Cubans
I agree with that.
And the Guapos,
Dominicans, the Cubans.
All of them. They the ones they the ones that's controlling that sport.
I
look
agree.
At the Yankees, the whole. Okay, so I judge. I mean, but basically, it's like I got a lot of foreigners, Dominicans, and all that stuff like that in that sport, right? Huh?
True.
Right. And look, they dominant.
Yeah, I agree with that.
A sprinkle of salt and a sprinkle of pepper.
Yeah, I agree with
Everything else is seasoned. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So that's how I look at baseball, and it's been like that for a few, especially like since Ichiro. They had China coming over here, you couldn't, you know what I mean? But when I look at the rosters, they not dumb. They weeding out. That too. I'm telling you, the only one is hockey and golf.
Yep. I agree. And
golf is where they
and X Games.
X Games and that's the X Games, the skateboards and stuff, right?
Snowboarding, and skateboarding.
The E Games,
BMX
X Games and E Games.
BMX biking. So this is what they do, yo. Because they know they can't have a competitive advantage on us, they create stuff.
Right.
They create stuff.
X Games and the E Games. And the E Games is the video games. You know what I mean?
They create stuff. They can't. It's like, why can't they meet us? Why they can't meet us halfway? Like, let's just say straight up, meet us halfway, and let's see who better.
We already know who the Gladiators was.
But they always want to be an 80-20 advantage. 80-20 advantage.
That advantage comes because they hosting the event. That's the only reason they got the advantage, because they hosted the event. Other than that, they came to watch the Gladiators demolish each other. Like, real talk.
But that's the key, though. They hosting the event.
That's what we was bred to do. We was bred to be their entertainment.
Ridiculous.
after capture. Because before we was already dominant, then they just started mixing jingles, and then they just kept mixing like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. But look, we
They
been on
actually
here. How
took.
long we been on here? Huh? What you about to say?
Actually, we had the guns, and they took the guns from us, and next thing you know, we were slaves.
They gave us the Bible.
Took the guns and gave us the Bible.
That's just what happened. Here, read this book.
While we take these guns and force y'all to do what we want y'all to do.
Blow your brains out.
Right.
Put your head in that book. Put your head in that book. But look, we've been here like about a good 2 hours for I don't know how long, almost 3 hours. Yeah, but a good 2 hours though.
Yeah, it's time for us to step off. But what happened to the young lady? I guess she was having issues with her technical difficulties.
She was in the morgue.
So she was where?
She was already. That's why I was like, it ain't thriller. I said, you want going here? I was like, it ain't no thriller situation going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, she was there, but she was doing what she did, and she was chasing that bag. We was on here for a little minute before you popped on, but yeah, I know she probably had a little discombobulated internet service. But tell people where they can find you at.
Oh yeah, so basically right now, Journey with Jay. Journey with Jay is my podcast. It's gonna be a lot of content on there, a lot of videos, informative videos for young men, black men, and for everybody. Then I'm also coming out with my first novel. My first book should be out later this year. Also, you can catch me on Chime 2 Sports as well as the Raw Sports Network. That's a sports podcast that I do with my co-host BK Boys. We do that every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Pacific. And then you'll find many podcasts coming soon on my Journey with Jay channel. Then I also will be here with KB live at 6:45 on Sundays for Too Easy on the Eyes and giving you content on this channel as well. So looking forward, check me out on my pages that I plugged just now. And look forward to communicating with you and you checking in on my pages. Have a good day.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, if they want to join the fantasy football, you got a fantasy football going on, right? How can they get down with that? If they want to join fantasy football.
Absolutely. If you want to join fantasy football, email me at williamscjames@yahoo.com. I started another football league. I have maybe 10 spots left. If you want to get connected, it's going to be a fun league. Email me, and I'll send you an invite.
All right. You got a couple leagues going on, so I guess that's the new one, the one that you got to get down with. And I appreciate you. I will see you on Sunday. We'll see you on Sunday. And
absolutely.
Tell a family I said, what's up? Stay safe, stay blessed, and all that good stuff. It's good seeing you, my brother. Good having you here with
absolutely. And same to you, man, with your family out in Oklahoma. Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay up.
That's what's up. I see you Sunday, and thank you for stopping by. All right. Talk to you tomorrow.
No problem, brother. I want to thank you for the gracious host. Have a good one.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.
All right. That's what it is. We're gonna end that on that note. I thank you for joining us. And what we got? Thank you for joining us. Join us here on this Sunday, 5:45 Central Time, 6:45 Eastern Standard Time. As we sit down, we're going to Africa. Y'all got something good for you. Be in Africa. Well, we won't be in Africa, but our guests will be in Africa. A designer got some good stuff for us, some good quality for us. Tune in. Look at last week's. If you're a model or anything like that, look at last week's episode. And Maya International, Maya Modeling, Miss Marlene Cox. She drops some gems. Get in contact with them. Put in the door. That's what we about here. That's what we doing, helping out people out, plugging them, giving them a platform to expose themselves and to make connections, network. I appreciate everybody for coming through. If you're watching this, like and share it. Subscribe to the channel. We moving on up. Watching the counters and the subscribers move on up. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Stay tuned with us. And we're going to go out to the same song that I've been playing all night long. We on our Oklahoma shit. It's 25 and up. That ain't my baby. See y'all on Sunday. That's what it is.
That ain't my baby. You thought I was slipping, but this pimpin', that ain't my baby. When we slid in them covers, I threw on that rubber. That ain't my baby. No, pull out and we're too strong. What do you take me for? You think I'm crazy, but that ain't my baby. 2 shots with Julia, I had to know ya. I'm glad I didn't waste no time. Had to figure out what you like. Be much like you taking me home tonight. Showing out in that under outfit, looking all bad, looking real thick. Got you twirling those curls, really want it. Come and let me give it to you. Bitch, you good on the phone, nice, but I'm too focused. I'm the side nigga and I know it. Now you texting me, you're pretty gonna be joking. So if it's my baby, I'll take care of that. Women run the game and I'm aware of that. I know I put you good on that night. You finna fuck up my life. That ain't my baby. You thought I was slipping, but this pimpin', that ain't my baby. When we slid in them covers, I threw on that rubber. That ain't my baby. No, pull out and we're too strong. What do you take me for? You think I'm crazy, but that ain't my baby. It was just some late night sex, tryna be a lifetime stress. I was strapped with the latex. I think I need a DNA test. You was just some late night sex, tryna be a lifetime stress. Strapped up with the latex. I just got my DNA test, girl. That ain't my baby. You thought I was slipping, but this pimpin', that ain't my baby. When we slid in them covers, I threw on that rubber. That ain't my baby. No, pull out and we're too strong. What do you take me for? You think I'm crazy, but that ain't my baby.